pointed you to the exact paragraph.
Stop.
It's her education.
Stop.
Stop because you don't want to hear
Oh,
what the
stop.
argument is.
Stop. You interrupt. Me one more time. You are being held in direct contempt of court, and
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
wipe that smirk off.
I don't
your
have a
face.
smirk on my face.
Oh, yes, you
I do not.
I am not going to tolerate this from you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Fill out the request. Get the form from our court clerk's office on the second floor. Make sure it comports with what you've got already. Get it filed, mailed in, whatever you need to do. Let us assess her request. If it's
My client's not seen her child. There is no order in this court, and there's been no jurisdiction found that this court has jurisdiction over this child who has never lived in your county.
You just interrupted
Never
me.
lived.
You
I did
just
not.
interrupted.
There was a pause. There was a break. I wasn't done with my argument.
and I was not done with my statement. You interrupted again.
I wasn't done with my argument.
And I was not done with my statement. You interrupted again. Do not throw your...
I did not throw. It fell off the bench. Please stop stating things that are not true, ma'am.
Sir, you've got a room full of witnesses.
I do. I put it down. I did. I put it down and it fell down. I did not fall.
Then settle. Interrupted again.
You're not letting me make an argument. I'm not red in the face, ma'am. I'm not.
Stop. Our court reporter cannot get what we're both saying.
I am trying to make my argument. You interrupted my argument halfway through
This
on
is
an
a panic
objection.
button that will get every available deputy in
Yes,
front of
ma'am. I'm aware. It's happened to
You're
me before.
interrupting. It has.
Yes.
Because you're out of line
Yeah,
with courts.
I guess so.
Okay. If I push that
Or maybe
button,
because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over the state.
I don't know what you are.
You do, ma'am. It's not. You do.
I don't know whether
You do,
you're
ma'am. You
transgender,
do. You
other
do.
than you have just now
No,
advised me,
ma'am,
and
you
that
do.
doesn't have
You
any
do.
thing to do
It's
with
happened when we
anything.
talked on the phone.
That wasn't talking, let me tell you. You were entirely inappropriate.
You were yelling at
So,
me, and I did not even know you were the judge.
And I didn't know you from Adam.
I
at
said,
that
my name
point.
is Rob Hopkins. I'm
Which
an
doesn't
attorney
mean
in
anything.
Oklahoma City.
No, sir, you did not.
Okay.
Okay?
There's no one there to know that, right?
Okay, so we are pausing this until you get the ADA request form filled out and it gets processed.
So we're going to pause the hearing on jurisdiction that's been set twice. I drove an hour and a half to have the hearing. My client's available telephonically, and we are simply not even taking testimony.
Is your client available telephonically?
Yes, ma'am.
today?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then get her on the phone.
Thank you.
Your Honor, to which we would object. This is as clear as the nose on my face. That this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant for stealing her
Objection,
children
you're
from
saying
another
that's
court.
not true. And you're ready
You
to
will find, sir,
Don't
that you
put at
cannot
me, it's over me, or shout at me.
I'm not putting him.
No, we're stopping.
Get out of my face,
I've been doing
sir.
it for a long
Get out of
time.
my face, sir.
You may step
Get
back.
out of my face.
You should leave this county.
Get out of my face. Get out of my
These
face.
people are my friends, and you're being ugly.
And get out of my face.
Put your hands behind your back.
Why?
Because you're in direct contempt of court. and that's
He
taking
shouted
away.
at me. No, I'm not being, you did not even say that I was in
You are
contempt.
in direct.
No, I'm not doing
Judge,
my
I
stuff.
apologize, but I felt very threatened by this person.
Ma'am,
Not
put your
the
stuff in.
screaming and the yelling in court. I've never even heard that before in this courtroom.
Wait.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Do not. Are you throwing me over this?
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
You know exactly what's
Why
happening.
don't you all walk that way sometime?
I can't walk. I'm being thrown down.
Just stop, settle down, walk that way.
No.
Settle down. Do not grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You're holding this take me. It does. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind
I
your back.
cannot breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't move. Somebody call 911. Please. 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 Please.
Maybe secure.
Ow. 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 Ow.
You're doing it off. Secure. That's what.
Somebody call 911. Somebody call 911. Somebody call.
They got your phone now.
No. No.
All right, we're gonna pick you up. Roll on the side.
No, I don't. Get a female officer now. Get a female officer now. Get a female officer
There
now.
aren't any. Get up.
I can't get up. I can't see. He just threw my glasses. I can't see. Give me my glasses.
There, Brian.
Put them on my face.
No.
Put them on my face. I cannot see.
Get up. Go.
Please give me my glasses. I cannot see. I'm not trying to walk and I cannot see. I need my wallet.
Thanks, Robert. Thanks, guys.
I'm trying to walk.
For people.
It seems like there's a lack of diversity here today. That it's mostly people who look like you and I, and I just
This
it's
is
so
not.
so
This is
sad.
not. It is not for black people, for people of color to get out on the street. They're at risk when they do that. If anybody's going to get arrested here, it's going to be a black person. It is not safe for them, and they don't need to participate. We need to walk in their name.
Gotcha. Okay. Wow. Okay. What do you think about voter ID? Do you think it's racist?
It's 100% a tactic to control the population and prevent people from voting, so that the only votes so that the gerrymandering can work, so that white voters can vote in white Christian males.
Have you been voting blue most of your life?
I voted blue in the womb.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
If you had to vote for
I voted blue in the womb.
wonderful.
Yeah.
If you had to vote for a Republican, JD Vance or Rubio, which one would you pick if you had to?
I would slit my throat.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that the United States or Iran is more of a dictatorship?
Do I think the United States or Iran is more of a dictatorship? I've never lived in Iran. So, I mean, it's hard for me to. I can't really say. I've never lived in Iran, so like it's really hard for me to.
Would you like the U.S. to lose this war?
Oh yeah, down with the U.S. empire. They've been terrorizing the whole world. The U.S. and Israel both have been aggressors in the Middle East for who knows how long. 9/11 is almost certainly an inside job that Israel pushed the U.S. to do to go to war with Iraq. Israel's been 9/11 is almost certainly an inside job that Israel pushed the U.S. to do to go to war with Iraq. Israel's been carrying out a genocide for years now. Rightfully so. I think a lot of people are, one, pretty upset that the U.S. ruling class is deciding to start another war in the Middle East with our tax dollars, the working class's tax dollars, that are used not just for this war in the Middle East, but the Ukraine war. Used to fund Jeffrey Epstein and all of his besties and the ruling class. To do all their sick shit they want to do to help get more support.
So you're against funding Ukraine?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's a total, waste of our tax dollars. It's all a playground for companies like Palantir, Oracle to test out all their technology on the Palestinians, terrorize them, and then they use it back here. I mean, you could look at Minneapolis, like they were using elite, they were violating the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, left and right, and you're already seeing like the shooting in Austin that's like a caricature of a terrorist attack. Like this guy had a shirt on that said something like property of Allah, and before the shooting happened in Fort Huachuca, there was like a huge spike in Google searches of this guy's name. Like it's obviously a fucking psyop. And the US ruling class is pulling out all the stops because they're getting fucked. They got their teeth knocked out by Iran. Like major and the US ruling class is pulling out all the stops because they're getting fucked. They got their teeth knocked out by Iran. Like major US bases were hit. The USS Lincoln was hit. They're getting destroyed by Iran.
Are you happy to see that from Iran? Like, would you like the U.S. to lose this war?
Oh yeah, down with the U.S. empire. They've been terrorizing the whole world since, I mean, God, where to start? But certainly since World War II, you have the Vietnam, you have Korea, you have countless wars and genocides they funded. I hope that the people of America in the world see that the U.S. is not this invulnerable empire, and I hope this really shatters their image. But other things could happen. I mean, the U.S. could put boots on the ground. They're already talking about it. Yeah. They're talking about nukes. A lot of things could happen.
Us being in New York City, we're in the center of the universe, as people call it. And Iran, if they were to send ballistic missiles into the United States, if they were, that it could likely be in some place like New York. Would you almost like be willing to die for that message for U.S. to lose the war? Because if U.S. loses the war, you and I are probably done for, right?
I mean,
we're in New York.
No, I don't want to die, to be clear.